How are you? I'm fine, but I have something to do. I have something on my schedule, so I'm busy today, even though I don't have class today.
Okay, so I thought you are late today because you're going to a party, right?
hmm
Why so busy? Why?
Uh, your sound is little.
My sound is little. Okay, just a minute. What about now?
Still little.
Still a little. Okay, just wait a minute. Alright, so what about now? I use the camera for my sound. Okay, what about now?
Yes, it's okay now.
Okay, that's great. Alright, so you are so busy today.
Yes, because I still need to work on my project.
Mm-hmm.
I have I put it aside for a long time.
I'm sorry?
I mean,
This.
I didn't work on it for a while, for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. So last week you said that you're doing that.
Um, Recently, I was working on my presentation class, so
Mm-hmm.
I didn't work on my project.
Okay, so that one is to presentation.
Yes,
Mm-hmm. So you didn't enjoy your weekend because you're doing something.
my weekend, or the last weekend, I spent two two nights with my partner in presentation class because we are making animations
Mm-hmm.
with PowerPoint, and it needs a lot of time to finish, not finish to it needs a lot of time to do.
Mm-hmm. Does your partner now is helping you, or you're still working at it by yourself?
Yes, we're still working on it because it needs much time on it, and now we finish our first step because we need many pictures in our animation. So now we are working. Now what we are working on is to draw the picture, the people, the person we need in
Mm-hmm.
our PowerPoint.
Okay, so it's almost finished.
Yes, it's almost finished, but the next step is we need to make it move in our PowerPoint, and also we need to have the background music and also some um, words. We need to
Mm-hmm.
record and put it in our PowerPoint
PowerPoint, all right. But I think I remember that I gave you homework and that one is your task.
task. Yes, I prepare a presentation last night.
Oh, really? I thought you forgot it.
Now,
Okay, so by the way, again, I forgot your topic for your partner.
my partner, my project.
Yeah.
Oh, topic is the solar power, the sun power.
Okay, the solar power. Okay, so are you ready for your presentation today?
Yes,
Okay.
I don't have much time on it, so I spent the whole night. I last night I was made at PowerPoint until 1 o'clock.
Okay. So how many hours did you spend in doing that?
1, 2, 3, 3.5 hours, I think.
Oh, okay. I'm so proud of you. Okay, good job. All right. So again, your presentation is all about generations and technologies today and before.
Yes, the differences between our generation and the generation of my parents.
Okay, all right. So this is going to be your also part of your task. Okay, and then later I'll give you another task again. Okay, so this is our C05. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So you may now present. Okay.
Uh,
Are you going to share your screen?
yes. Share my screen. Share my screen. Okay. Wait. Okay. So I'm Daniel. Today I'm going to say the comparisons between our generation and the generation of my parents. First, we all have daily routines. But we have already, but there is some changes between our generations, our routines, and my parents' routines. Like, like they don't have many digital devices, but we are now in a digital world, and we use a lot of devices during our day. So what's the differences between the 2000s and the 1960s? First, you image that we went back to the past. You wake up in the morning and walk to the living room and sit on a chair. Then the first things we will do in the morning is we take out our phone or our tablet, and we maybe read some news on it. But suddenly you found that because we are in the past, so you found that everyone around you is reading newspapers, and then it is one of the different lifestyles between the generation of the two, because now we using digital devices all the time, even we accompany with our family members. And then after you finish your breakfast, you went out from home and you left for the school. We took a bus to the school.
Wow.
And on the bus, you found out that the passengers on the bus are not using their phone but staring at you. So you feel weird, and then you take out your phone again. And you look down on the screen and never look up again. People nowadays are watching their screens, using their cell phones, and never look at people when the time which they commute or during the dinner time. After you arrive at school, you forgot which classroom you should go, and you want to connect with someone for help. And the things we will do is to take out our phone and check the line list. But because we are in the past, so there is no one on our lines or Facebook list. The only things we can do is the phone book in our cell phone. You can only connect with people by phone calls, by using the phone numbers and speak to them online. So people before used to connect people by by phones and speak to them online, but now we used to connect with people through network and with texting, just using words, not with our sound. Finally, after school, after class in the afternoon, most of the class are finished, and students or your classmates goes on the playgrounds and play sports. But for us, we prefer to go back home and sit in front of our computer. This is another problem for us because we spend too much time at home, and we have less chance to accompany or have some fun with our friends. So that's the differences between the 2000s, the people in 2000s, and the people in 1960s. We use digital device all the time. We used to connect with people through network, using words without sounds. And we spend too much time at home. So this caused a serious problem because now we are not making real connection with our community. We let us isolate from our community. It takes some serious problem because we can't stay in the internet for our whole life. We might meet someone in our job, or we need to build a relationship with some real person. So what should we do to fix this problem? We should put down our phones.
Wow, very good.
We should talk to everyone in person. We can tap our phones when there's no one, but if there's someone in front of us, try to talk to them in person and share our life to others by chatting without sharing it on our social media. And we should spend less time surfing on the net and spend less time at home. We should go outside more than before so we can have more chances to build a relationship or build some connection with others. But after you build a real connection to our community, to your community, we will feel more energetic because we are now connect with each other. So life can be better. This is all my presentations.
Very good. A round of applause for Daniel.
Actually, the things I talk is not as the same as my script.
Same as your script. Why?
Script. Because I forgot my script and I make some mistake in my sentence. I made some mistake in what I want to say. So I changed a little, but hope it's still fluent.
Okay, all right. But only few grammars is, just let it down. Just let it there. Okay. Oh. So very good. How did you do the moving parts? Just like you're running.
Oh, running. First I have you can have there is a...
That's what you practice, right?
Yes.
Okay, very good. That's really nice.
There is some different... First, there is two parts. One is the big bus. We zoom in on the bus. And the other part is the moving bus. So first, I will let... There is three pictures, but it is the same person. So it will come out and you will come out first and then disappear. The first picture will come out and then disappears, and the second picture will come out and also disappear. Third picture will get on the bus.
Okay.
And I let the bus and the person move in the same direction. So it seems like the bus are taking the people to another place.
Okay, taking to another place. All right. So for this part, you already improved that you did a good PowerPoint design. Okay, very good for that. Okay, so I have a question for that. You told me that they will stare at you, right? Okay, so why people will stare at you if you're not using your phone? Did you experience it?
Because if we are not using our phones, most of the time when people put down their phones, we will like to observe the surroundings. We will observe the people next to us or other passengers on the bus.
Okay. Do you feel
I just want these parts because I want the person to take out his phones and look down. I want to have a comparison because people without phones will look at each others and maybe they will talk to each other. But people who are using their phones, they always look on their screen but never look at people.
Okay, that's great. But what if that one is a stranger? You're only alone. Are you going to talk with them, to chat with them?
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Okay, so for that part, what will you do?
For me, when I on the MRT or on the bus, every time when I'm not using my phone, I will look at people, look at their appearance, look at their wearings, and look at what they are doing on their phones or what they are talking to their friends.
Okay, it's just like you are observing them.
Yes.
All right. Do you feel intimidated if someone has a good phone or a high-tech phone, but you only have a normal cell phone? Do you feel intimidated?
What is intimidated?
Intimidated. Okay, so intimidated means you are fearful. You're also it's just like you're jealous, not jealous, just like fearful. Yeah, fearful. That, oh, I don't have like that, and they have a great phone than mine. I also want to have that kind of phone.
Maybe because before I don't have data in my phone, so even I have the same phone. I have the same phones like others, but I can't surf on the net with my cell phone. So I won't have the data in my phone.
Okay, so let's talk about the technologies. Okay, can you go to a third slide. Okay, so for this part, before they are just using news or newspaper.
Before they reading news on newspaper, but we read news on our phone or our tablet.
Okay, so what do you think? Let's say before they don't have a cell phone, how are they going to communicate to each other?
Maybe during the breakfast, they will read newspaper or watch the TV news and maybe they read or they read the news that is interesting, they will share to others during the breakfast time.
Okay. You can say that they are interested in.
They are interested in some.
Interested.
Interested.
In.
In some of the news.
Okay. So what I mean is, let's say before they don't have phone. How are they going to communicate to each other?
They will make a phone call. Or
they don't. I think before they don't have phone. Not really with your mother. With a long time, let's say 1940s. I don't know if they already have a phone.
I means not the cell phone, the phone at our home.
Mm-hmm.
Or they will went to others' home.
Mm-hmm.
And be the guest and talk to them.
Okay. And they can also write a letter, right?
Oh, yes. They will write a letter.
Okay. So that is the famous thing that they usually do before. They're just writing a letter and send it with the people that they wanted to talk with. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So what else? Okay, you told me that we texting them. So instead of texting, we text them, right? Okay, so what about, yes, okay, we text them. Okay, so Daniel, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
If you're given a chance, do you want to live in the past or do you want to live now? In our generation.
Lived in the past.
In the past, okay. Why?
Because it seems like because my dad are always talk about in the past his family was poor and he didn't do a lot of job, maybe grow some help his parents in farming.
Oh, in farming.
Yes, in farming.
Okay. Do you think you can do some farming?
I think I can do some farming.
Okay.
But the reason why I want to live in the past is it seems like it is easy to become no, it's not easy. What I want to say first is at first is it's easy to be the top, to be a better person. But after I think about it, I think it might be the same as now. So I would rather live now, not in the past.
Okay.
Change my answer.
All right. You didn't justify it. Okay. So what about, do you think your generation today can live in the past? You don't have any cell phones.
Mm-hmm.
Can you live without it? You're not using your iPads, your iPhone.
I think for me, I can live without my cell phone.
Okay.
But maybe not without. I can't live without computer because now I spend much time on the computer. I used computer for maybe 3 or 4 hours per day.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a lot. So maybe I can't live without computer.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you still use the library? Do you still go there?
Yes, I still go there and borrow some book from there. But actually, I didn't read many books. I did borrow some book from the library because I need to study my subject. But I seldom borrow books because I'm interested in some topic. Most of the time when I was interested in some topics, I will just search it on Google.
Okay, so let's talk about it. Before, they don't have an internet to access what they wanted to search. They just stayed for a very long time in the library.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and however now we can easily have an answer to our questions. Okay, do you think how hard it is for the generations before? They need to search it more and more, deeper and deeper, in order to get the answers from their projects or anything.
Yes, and I think that's why people before are having
smarter. Just kidding.
I think people in the past, they have less information about the world. They have less knowledge about the world.
Uh-huh.
So they know only about their self, and only the life in their area.
In their area, you can use the word in their surroundings.
Yes, in their surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know much about other countries.
Uh-huh. Really? Okay.
Even other people in different cities, I think.
Mm-hmm. You think? Okay, you can ask your mom. Did you ask your mom about your homework? Did
no,
you ask for any?
But when I did this homework until 12, I just think that I can ask my mom or my dad for some information, for some ideas. But they have already gone to bed.
They are already in the bed.
Oh, they are already in bed. So
okay.
Yes, I should have these ideas earlier.
Oh, okay. But it's great that you just did it by yourself, right? Okay, you explore it. Okay, very good. So let's go back to so let's move on to slide 7.
7.
Okay, so you're talking about social
time.
Gathering. Okay, leisure time. Okay, for that part, you told me that you need to spend less time at home, and you just talk with other people. So how was it?
How was it? Because now some of my friends they have the light group, but they have more groups with the friends on internet than groups with real friends, with our classmates. Just like he has 5 lines group, and maybe 3 of them are the friends on internet, and 2 of them are our classmates or his high school friends. So it's kind of weird because he has more friends on internet than in real life.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly the problem we are facing now. Okay, so actually I just saw it on the Facebook that there is some quotes that do you have a lot of friends in Facebook, but in real life you only have one, and sometimes you don't have.
Yes. I think now, just like me, I only have 450 friends on Facebook. That is not much because some of my friends had more than 800 or more than 1,000, more than 1,000.
When did you start doing your Facebook? Or, yeah, when did you start doing that?
First, I have my account with my younger brother. We shared one Facebook account.
Okay.
And it is weird at the first time because when someone wants to add me as a friend on Facebook, they will also see some information about my brother.
Okay.
So then I start
my because it's account. Personal. Okay.
Yes, and I have started my account since
I started
my account. When I was in high school.
Okay. All right. So for this part, okay, so I suggest maybe you can just have a balanced time. All right, because you told me that you just need to go outside to make friends. What about your family?
No.
Right?
Yes, but it is another problem because we spend much time at home, but most of the time we stay in our room. We don't stay in the living room and maybe have a conversation or chat with my parents. Yes, even we stayed at home, we are not accompanied with our parents.
All right. So did you experience that? Let's say you are in the dinner, you're all in the dinner, let's say with your friends or with your family. You don't really talk to each other in personal. You're just using your phone.
For me, it's not my problem because when I have a meal with my friends, with my classmates, I always put out my phone. But for them, they are using their phones. Not the whole time, maybe half of the time. So sometimes I feel because I'm not using my phone, I'm watching at him and maybe want to talk something with him, but he is using his phone. So we are not have just like we are not in the same place because he is in his smartphone and I'm here in front of the desk. But the one in front of me is not really eat meals or sharing a time with me.
Okay, so you can use the word he's not paying attention with me.
Oh, yes. Okay. He's not paying attention with me.
Okay, so that's really the big problem with this smartphone. Alright? Okay, so I want you to give me what is the advantage and disadvantage of having a phone. Advantage.
Oh, advantage.
What is the pros and cons of having a smartphone?
To have a phone, the advantage is I can take pictures at every place and every time, and it's easy to record my life, and also when I need some help, I can just use the data and connect with someone on internet. The way we connect with each other is faster than before.
Okay, that's great.
The disadvantage is we spend too much time on the phones with those topic that is not very close to us. I mean,
one more time again.
we use our cell phone and watch Facebook page, but we are not reading news that is happen in our. I mean, we are watching those news that is useless to us.
Okay.
Maybe we watch many, because just like Instagram, we can find many pictures of others. But actually, they are not familiar with us. I don't know him, and he don't know us. So we pay attention to someone we are not familiar with. We spend more time on them. Then we spend more time on those people than our friends.
Than our real friends. Okay. All right, that's it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So very good for that. And then you told me a while ago that you try to talk to them in person, but instead you can use the word you try to talk to them in personal.
Oh, in personal.
Yeah, in personal. Okay. And then what is your last slide? Okay.
Slide. This.
No. The eighth one.
8.
Okay, so what is that? Spend time to... Oh, we already talked about it. Okay. Next one, slide 9, difference, isolated. Okay, so you told me that isolate. Okay, we let us to isolate. Okay, you can use we let us isolated.
Isolated.
Okay, You're talking again. What you're talking about? Isolated.
I mean, now we use digital device and we connect with people through network, and we spend too much time at home. So we let us isolate from our community.
Oh, okay.
And we have less chance to make new friends with our neighbors or our classmates.
Okay, all right, very good for that. Okay, so last point, since we're talking about transportation, our topic is about transportation and transportation services. We already hear. Okay, I want you to tell me what's the difference of transportation before and now. What can you say about the revolution of that?
Transportation before and now. I think the transportation is the system is almost the same, but now the system is more convenient, because like in the past, no matter it is in the past or now, we all have bus, we all have taxi, we all have our cars and motorcycles. But now the bus and the taxi is more than before. So it is convenient to us to have those public transportation. And now we also have subways and
which one is more convenient, now or before?
Now are more convenient.
Okay.
That means the system is the same. We all have bus or we all have bus, but now the bus is more, and it comes every 10 minutes. But maybe in the past it comes every 30 minutes. So now it is more convenient.
Okay, very good. What about if we're talking about the railway? The railroad.
Oh, yes, because before we only have in Taiwan we only have trains, but now we have high-speed railway. So it takes 5 hours. It takes 5 hours from Taipei to Kaohsiung. But now if I take the high-speed railway, it takes only 90 minutes to get there.
Okay, but before, it's almost 1 hour?
5 hours. So it is 5 times than now.
Okay, very good. What about when we talk about the roads before and now?
The roads before and now. I think on the roads we have more traffic signboard and traffic sign and traffic light.
Before?
Now we have more traffic lights and traffic signboard. So the order on the road is more clear and it is more, all the things are in order. I mean, all the things are in order, not like a mess.
Okay, you can say it's clearer.
It's clear.
Okay, it's clear. Okay, it's clearer now than before. Okay, so what do you think? Which one is more systematized?
Systematized.
Systematized means being systematic or having a system. Okay,
so
that one's systematized.
It's systematized.
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 Yeah.
Now it is systematized, and also we have more bicycle lane on the road. So we have different options on transportation.
Okay, very good for that, especially the transportation services. Okay, so what about the traffic before and the traffic now?
Traffic before and the traffic now. I think the traffic before.
You think there's a difference?
Traffic before this, there is no many cars and motorcycles on the road before. But now, since we have more money and we have
more money, okay,
and modern life, so we commute with our cars and our motorcycles. So on the road, the traffic is become more and more, and sometimes
is becoming
more and more, and there is a traffic jam during the rush hour. But I think in the past we don't have rush hours.
Oh, really? Okay.
I mean, in my parents' generations, because they are not using cars, they seldom use motorcycles. Most of them are using bicycles. So maybe they don't have rush hours in the morning and also in the evening.
But still, the rush hour is 6 to 7 p.m. So before, I think that one is also the same hours for their working hours, right? So it's the same, do you think?
I think because the populations before is not as much as now. Before, like in Taipei, maybe we only have half of the populations as now.
Okay, but they told me that in Taiwan, it's not really traffic as what we are encountering here in the Philippines. Do you agree with that?
Yes, because I have seen some pictures before. The traffic in Philippines is really terrible. I remember a picture that it is a large road, but on the road there is all motorcycles and motorcycle with 3 wheels. I don't know how to call it.
The truck.
The truck.
3 wheels truck.
Yes, 3 wheels truck. Yes, but in Taiwan we don't have 3 wheels truck. We only have cars and motorcycles. So in the pictures, what I see is there are many kinds of vehicles.
Okay,
vehicles in the same road. But in Taipei, maybe cars is in their specific lane, and the motorcycle is in another, and the bicycle is also in their specific lane.
Okay. Well, actually, here in the Philippines, I can say that it's not systematized because you can just go on that road. We don't have. This part is for motorcycle. This part is for jeepney and for track. So you can just go around.
Yes.
Okay. So you told me that you don't have truck.
Yes, we don't have truck.
So how are they going to get some big things, or let's say they're going to carry some food, vegetables, if they're going to...
I think we don't have large trunk in our... Truck.
Yeah.
Yes, we don't have large trunk in our city. So we have large trunk on...
Truck. One more time, truck.
Truck.
Not trunk, it's truck. CK, TRUCK.
Truck.
Okay.
We don't have large truck in our city. Because they are run, the truck runs on the high-speed road.
Oh, okay. It's separated.
They deliver their merchandise into a small truck to deliver the things into the city.
Okay.
So we don't have large truck in our city.
Okay. Is there also an hour that they need to just like here in the Philippines, because they are working on it. So the truck can also let's say, I think 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. onwards, they can use the track now so that it will not cause traffic in the morning. Do you also have that kind of policy?
No, I think we don't have any policy to limit any vehicles to drive on the road.
Okay, all right. Okay, so what else do we have? Okay, I think that's it. Okay, good job for today. Okay, we're just having a speaking presentation today. Okay, so all right. Next topic, we're going to have a WH questions. Okay, that will be our C06. Okay, would you mind if you're going to send it with me, your presentation?
Oh, okay.
Yes, okay, in our Skype. Okay, I'll just save it there. Okay. Okay, so good job that you're doing, that you had a presentation about daily routine, generations. Okay, perfect. What else? Technologies. Okay, and how do people interact to each other? Okay, your idea is good at put down the phone. Hey, we need to talk. Okay, but you need to be mindful in your sentence construction.
Yes.
Okay. Let's say the comparative and superlative. Okay, comparative. Let's say you're using more, most. Okay, it's more clear. It's clearer. Okay. What else? The past tense. Using the past tense.
Oh.
All right. Okay, but overall, it's great. Your idea is great. Okay, so keep on practicing your PPT presentation. Very good.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you for today. See you next Friday.
Next Friday. Yes.
Next Friday. Okay. This Friday, I mean.
This Friday.
Yes, okay. Thank you so much. Good job, Daniel.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.